everyone. Welcome. We have Terry and Gwen and Ashley and Tom. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Sarah. My name is Kelsey. So happy to have you here today for this Hey Go tour of Gandia in Spain. If this is your first tour with Hey Go, welcome. Just a little bit about the platform while we are still waiting. If you take your finger and pop it on the screen, then you can write comments to me. And as always, you are my eyes and ears of the tour. So if you ever can't see me or hear me or something is strange, do let me know and I will do what I can to adjust. You also have a little maps location if you would like to know exactly where I am going. And as always, there is the tip option as well. Again, my name is Kelsey. So happy to have you here today. For a little bit of background about me while we are still waiting for the tour to start, I am originally from Portland, Oregon, and then I sort of grew up in Chicago. And now my husband and I live in Valencia in Spain, which we love. We just got here in February, and we are having the best time. So now that the tour has officially begun, I am on, and therefore you are on with me, a day trip to Gandia, which is down the Mediterranean coast in Spain. We are starting at one of the main points in Gandia. I actually had to pay to come in here, which is why I am sort of starting in a strange spot. Usually I'd have some really cool thing behind me, but we are in the Ducal Palace right now. We are in the official palace. It is the highest point in the city, and we have this. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting my mask. I'm worried that that you can't hear me. We are in the Ducal Palace, and this palace was built in 1378. So that is the quick version, and I will tell you more once we get outside. As we are walking around the palace, I'm going to show you these incredibly ornate rooms, and then we're going to go outside. As we're walking around, do let me know where you are tuning in from today. If you have ever been to Spain, if you've ever been to Gandia, no less, and what your thoughts are about Spain, about Gandia, and also about Iberian ham, which we will have some in the middle part of the tour today. So I'm so happy to have you all here. I will be able to take my mask off once we get outside. So do let me know, as always, if you can't hear me or see me or if anything sounds strange. And now that you've seen me, I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can see what I can see. So here we go. Oh, welcome, George from the US. All right, we are headed into one of the main court rooms here. Again, this is the Ducal Palace in Gandia in Spain. Oh, hello from Argentina. Oh, I was in Buenos Aires right before COVID hit, actually. It was gorgeous. I am so very jealous. Oh, wow. Look at these paintings. Oh, my goodness. And then the ceiling, you'll notice, is all wood. So this ceiling looks to be one of the original parts from the 14th century. Hello from Palestine. Wow, we have folks from all over the world. That is so cool. Welcome, everyone. If you are just tuning in, my name is Kelsey. I do apologize for talking so quietly. I am in a palace right now. We are in the Ducal Palace in Gandia in Spain. You can hear me well. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm so thrilled. Thank you, Tish. That is a big relief. Let me show you real fast. I don't want to pan too quickly, but let me show you these windows. Look at these. Wow, I'm gonna back up to give you a good postcard picture. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at those. Look at the ornate features on this. Isn't that incredible? I so badly want to touch them, but then I feel like someone's going to come yell at me, so I'm not going to do that. But at least now you are aware of the fact that I want to that I want to go touch all the things. Someone asked, how was this room used when it was a palace? So this was the court. Here, I'm going to try and try and pan to the little chairs. So this was where they would have their big meetings and their discussions. Whose coat of arms are they from? This was the family from the 15th century. Let me just pan around the room for you. Let me get the name for you in just a second. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? Wow, the last time this palace was used was in the 1800s, but still, I think that's pretty recent. This was the dining room. Look at this place. Oh my goodness. And you can see all of the religious aspects to the room. We've got this incredible ceiling, which we saw on the tour or one of the main pictures. Isn't that ceiling incredible? Here, let me give you a better view. There we go. I wish I could zoom out for you. Isn't that really awesome? And then I am a really big fan of this part. Look at these. Wow. That is so cool. And I know it might be a little hard to see, but all of these are painted with gold leaf. So they all are sort of shimmering in the sun. It's about 7 o'clock here in Spain, and the sun, of course, is still bright and shining because the sun the sun does not set here for until way into the evening in the summer. But it is beautiful here. We just had some colder weeks, but now we're finally getting into the hotter months, which wish me luck. Coming from Chicago, where it snows every 5 minutes, wish me luck with the heat. This is the bedroom, which you can see here is their little washing pan. I think that's so cute. And then I believe they're meaning to show this as like this is what the pillow was, like the royal pillow, if you will. But the fact that the head is on it, I don't know. I would love to know your thoughts on that. I feel like they could have just presented the pillow, but still very interesting nonetheless. All right, I've got two more rooms to show you, and then we will head outside and continue on our way. But this is, oh, a death mask. I bet you are correct, Tish. Oh, that is an excellent point. I didn't even think about that. This is one of the chapels here, and I know it's hard to tell how tall this is, but it's only, I'm trying to think about it in meters. I know it in feet. It's only about 6 feet tall, which is maybe 2 meters tall. So it's not very, very high at all. I'm fairly tall, so I think I would have a hard time walking in here, but look at this ceiling. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. Wow. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Let's have a look out the balcony. We're on the fourth floor right now, so let me just show you a little bit of the balcony. So cool. Yeah, so this palace was built in 1378, and it's all with limestone here. The limestone does stain very easily, so you can see the stain patterns on the walls from the grates right here. It doesn't rain too often here though, so hopefully that won't be too much of an issue in the coming years. Look at this stairwell. Oh, I love this. And for those of you wondering about this thing, it is Easter weekend here. So for those of you who celebrate, happy Easter. And for those of you who don't, well, Spain does. Spain is a hugely Catholic country. About 70% of the people here, very, very religious here. It is Semana Santa, which means Holy Week. Ooh, this is very cool. This looks to be the dressing room, and they've got some of the outfits here. Look at that! Oh, let me zoom in for you. Look at that! Oh, that is so cool. Look at the details on that. And you know that was all hand stitched too. That is just incredible. Oh my goodness. That is so neat. Okay, let's scooch along here. Trying not to pan too fast for you. Here is another one of the meeting rooms. I've got one more really cool room to show you, and then we will be on our way. So here's some of the dishes they would use when eating. Aren't those beautiful? All the silver. Oh, so gorgeous. So the religious aspect of this building sort of fizzled away, I guess, in 1890 when this building was then released to the city of Gandia. But they still, of course, keep it as a beautiful museum with all of these amazing things to see. Wow. Okay, this is the official dining room. And then we are going to head into the room of mirrors, which if anyone has been to Marseille, or to Versailles, I'm sorry, to Versailles, you will perhaps recognize this type of room here with all of the beautiful gold and the mirrors. Look at how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. Look at the gold leaf. And as you can see, tourists are having the best time in this place. It is gorgeous. Look at the ceiling. So this building was restored in the 1900s. So we are looking at a very bright version of what they would see 200-300 years ago. So I feel very lucky to have come at this point in time of the building's history. Wow. So I live in Valencia. I'll just tell you a little bit more as we see the final things here. I live in Valencia, and Gandia is roughly an hour on the train out here. So this is a nice little day trip. And I was so tickled to be able to take you all with me. Look at this fresco. Oh my goodness. So these were all original from the Renaissance period here. So from the 15th, 16th centuries were when these were added. Wow. Okay, if you have questions or comments about the palace, do ask them now or tell me now as we are going to head outside. In case the reception gets a little spotty, I am going down a bunch of stairs in a stone building. So, I'm just going to show you the wall as we are heading down. Okay, wow, this was very cool. I would love to know your favorite palaces that you have been to. Of course, Versailles is absolutely gorgeous, but I think this palace was a pretty decent competitor. Okay, let's make our way outside now so I can greet you officially. Just want to show you these cool coat of arms here. We are now outside in the little patio area. This is so cool. It looks like um, this has yet to be restored. I'm kind of surprised at how faded this is, considering how bright the other aspects of the palace are. Oh, all right. Let me give you one more good view of this, and then we will head outside here. Okay, if you are just joining, my name is Kelsey, and we are in Gandia in Spain. And we have just seen the Ducal Palace of Gandia, which was from 1378. So very pretty. Okay, and look at these doors too. These are the oldest parts of the palace. These were the original doors from the 13th century. Gracias. Okay, now that we are outside, actually, let me turn this around and say hello to you officially. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you here. Again, my name is Kelsey, and we are in Gandia. I really like to start my tours inside somewhere because it's better to get the paying and the figuring out where I'm going out of the way before I greet all of you. So now that you have seen me, we are outside in Gandia, and let me show you a little bit around the city here. So, as you can see, it is quite sunny. We are on the Mediterranean, so there are 4 beaches here, including a nude beach, which is why we cannot go to the beach today. It has 20 miles of coastline here. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. The little the little older ladies don't aren't too aware of where they're going. And something interesting too, as I was going into the palace, there was a sign that said, "Be aware of older people, let them enter before you," which I thought was cute. All right, yes. So we are in the Mediterranean city of Gandia, and Gandia has this beautiful river or Turia around it. But originally, it was one of the first cities in Spain to have a university. And the building that we're looking at here is the Collegiate Church or the Collegiate Basilica, rather, of the city of Gandia. And I believe, here we go, this part here. Let me give you the full view. Oh, and church bells. Perfect. Oh, just one church bell, I guess. This part here with the clock tower, this was added in the 16th century. And then this part over here was built in the 14th century, same time as the palace that we just saw. So here we go. Let me back up a little bit here. There we go. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. So for all of you who are located in Europe or anywhere in the world that is a little bit older, you'll have to forgive my enthusiasm. Anything in Chicago that was over 20 years old, people went, "Oh, wow." So having these beautiful stone and limestone buildings that are, I mean, hundreds, if not thousands of years old is just amazing to me. Let me show you the Plaza Mayor. Actually, oh, look at that postcard picture. Ooh, I love the postcard option on Hago. I think that is such a neat feature. So we are in the Plaza Mayor here, and I'll give you a better view in just 1 second. Here we go. And this is where all of the main activities happen. These archways here are very typical in this part of Spain. I guess in all of Spain, really, but especially in this part of Spain. They're referencing a lot of the Greek heritage, the Roman heritage, the Norman heritage as well. And Spain has a lot of these arches that we'll especially see today. So this building here is this is the more modern architecture. But then we're gonna flip around here. And this building here is their city hall. And this building was built in the 1700s. So newer, comparatively, but still quite old according to my Chicago eyes, which I just think is so very cool. This, as you can probably see here, it's got 4 archways and 4 big massive columns with these giant lamp posts or like hanging lamps on them, which I just think is so beautiful. Some of the prettiest town halls I've ever seen. This, of course, is gorgeous. It's not all. It's not one of my number one, I have to say, but I really do appreciate. Let me zoom in here for you. I really do appreciate these little statues on the top. I'm trying to get them in the screen. There we go. I think these are really cool. These were originally from the 1700s, and they do seem to, oh, thank you for the thumbs up, Bill. They do seem to be sort of falling apart, which is a little bit sad. But I would love to know all of your favorite city halls that you have been to. I lived in Germany for quite some time, and there were some really cool city halls there. I know England has so many. Let's go ahead and head into the little shopping area. I am a big shopper. Don't worry, we're not going to go in any shops, but I do want to show you the people, where the people hang out here, because as beautiful as this area is, this is not where
This is not where Spaniards hang out. Although I do have a story for you about this. So this is, oh, I'm sorry for the noise. It is they're waving to us. Spaniards are so cute. I just have a little story for you here. This is the main sort of entranceway that all the people go in, and they have ever since this was built in the 1400s. And there's a legend that a beautiful maiden came out of these doors here, and she was hit on the head with a jasmine petal, and she died. And everyone thought, oh, this girl, how could she have died with a jasmine petal? Well, recently, turns out the petal was attached to this stone statue here and also made out of stone. So it fell from quite a height and was made out of stone, so it was quite heavy. So that was why she died. So there is one of the legends of Gandia. In my tours, I do like to find some of the hidden gems of the city, and let me show you. I was asking some of the Spaniards. I said, "Now, where is the best view of your beautiful clock tower?" And they said, "Go around to the back and find the view from back here." Oh, look at these statues. Oh my goodness. The artwork on here is just amazing. And this is just a little stop while we are headed to the clock tower view, but I just love these. These look restored quite recently, but I am intrigued by these little statues here. Oh my goodness. Wow. The detail on this limestone is just incredible. I am a huge architecture fan. I was trained as an opera singer, so architecture is about as opposite of the scale as you can get, but after traveling, I just love it. Oh, here is our clock tower. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to give you what Hago calls the atom shot, which basically is where I turn the camera so you can see it like this. Oh, how pretty is that? So this clock tower was originally built in the 16th century, so it's quite old. I don't believe we can climb it, but I will have a look after this and see if it's possible and let you know. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. I would love to know your favorite clock towers that you've seen. I feel like that's such a beautiful addition to cities, these soaring towers that they have around. Oh, all right, I've got about 3 more things to show you, and then I will bid you farewell. But I am so tickled to be able to show you this really cool part of the city. Here you can see the sidebar. Here you can see these are street signs. So this is how they tell where they're going, but also look at the detail on that street sign. In the States, when we have street signs, they're on a metal post, and they're quite boring and often rusty. But look at that! Wow! And then with a beautiful little lamp too. Oh, how gorgeous! Can you imagine living in some of these right next to the church? When I first got here this afternoon, I'm just here on a day trip, so I'm not staying the night. But when I first got here, it is Holy Week, so there was a large procession of folks wearing really tall hats and dressed entirely in white, and there was some in purple as well. And they were holding crosses heading to this church that we just saw. which is the Collegiate Basilica of Gandia. And let me show you here. These little purple signs. These say Semana Santa Gandia. So this is Holy Week of Gandia. So it is a huge holiday here today. Well, not only today, but this whole week. Um, I did not. As I said, my husband and I just moved here in February, and we did not realize how much of a holiday this was for all of Spain. So when we got here, uh, everything was open. We thought, okay, things are closed on Sunday or maybe a little bit earlier on Saturday. But this whole week, everything is closed. So all of the Spanish folks have gotten all of their groceries and their pet food and whatnot. They do not. They're not able to go to the store between Wednesday and Monday. So my husband and I thought, oh, we better find some. We better find some extra food in our fridge and see what options we've got. So this is the main shopping street here. And you can see the purple signs all the way down. I did want to show you, some of you folks have probably seen a procession like this, but this is a fabric shop. But this little demonstration here is what the people were wearing on the procession, wearing in the procession that I saw today. Which, coming from the States, I was a little put off, going, why does this look like the KKK? But after doing some research and talking to a few people, it has nothing to do with race. This is all a sign of respect. So this is to cover all of you, to show that you are bowing to the holy holiday. But I have to say, it is a little off-putting when you first see it for the first time. I'd love to know if any of you have seen anything like this before, if you have processions like this in your towns, because let me tell you, in the States, we do not, and it is quite interesting. Let me just show you some of the food that they have here during the Easter holiday, which you all know I love food. And actually, let me just pop around these folks here. You can see these big pastries up here. Oh, look at those. They are covered in honey with almonds on them. There's a fly on one of them. Oh, that's interesting. They're covered with almonds and honey and a little bit of jam in there too. It smells so delicious outside, I have to tell you. Spain always smells good. It always smells like some kind of pastry or something, but it especially smells good here. It smells like sugar. It smells like candied lemons. And it also smells like croissants. Look at those. Oh, aren't those delicious? Except for the one with the fly on them. Look at that. Oh my goodness. We saw a Hego tour yesterday from Ecuador with people marching in purple penguin hats. Yes, exactly. That is what they are officially called, and I think that is fascinating that they have them in Ecuador also. The only place I have seen them is Spain. A fly just a while ago. Don't they cover it? Oh, the pastry. Yeah, you would think. But I guess folks here don't mind all that much. I don't think I'd eat it, but the way, at least of that place. I'm just walking a little bit faster so I can show you two more things. A little bit more history for you as we see these beautiful pathways. The Donald Duck, yes. A little bit more history for you. So we are on the east coast of Spain right now, between Valencia and Alicante. So if you're picturing Spain, we're about halfway down and all the way on the east coast. So we're right on the Mediterranean, lots of water. They do call this city the Tale of Two Cities as a play on the book. First of all, there were quite a few authors and writers and architects and playwrights and all kinds of folks in the artistry business here, a lot of painters as well. And so this is one of the main cities known for its literary history. There aren't too many statues or whatnot dedicated to that, but there are a couple. So I will show you those as we are on our way to our next point. But this is the sort of main drag. This, Gandia it's a beautiful place, but when you think of a Spanish place to go for vacation, most people do not think of, oh, let's go to Gandia. They often think of Barcelona, Madrid, even Valencia, down south, Andalusia. But this place, from what I have, from the people I have talked to, a lot of folks who are visiting are from Madrid here. So they said this is the number one place to go if you're from Madrid and you want to get away to the beach, you want to go on a vacation, this is the place to go. So a lot of the people who are eating here are probably locals, but also folks who are vacationing from Madrid, which I think is really neat. Let's go ahead and have a look at the beautiful fountain here too. This main passageway is the passage of the Germanias. It was built when this was the very end of this part of the city, which, I mean, oh, as you can see now, it's a busy place. Gorgeous tree-lined street. Oh, I know, isn't this beautiful? Look at that! Oh, that's so very pretty. Gandia is the place for European snowbirds, like Florida and the U.S. Yes, Monica. Okay, this is what I was telling my parents. My parents live in Florida, and I said, "Mom, it's not where people flock to, but it is where Spaniards and Europeans flock to. It's not where international tourists flock to." And she said, "I don't understand." I said, it's like where folks go, like they do in Florida, like all the snowbirds. If it's cold in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, they head on down to Florida. Someone said, what time is it now? It is a little bit after 7:15 in the evening. Spain does have a really late sunset. So I think now our sunset is at, it was 8:15. I believe it's 7:45 right now. I think it gets up to 8:15. But either way, it's still between the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour, which, coming from somewhere like Chicago where the sun would set at 4 o'clock in the winter, this is just amazing. I'm not showing you the bank. I'm showing you the art that is next to the bank in case you're wondering why we are heading to the Santander. So again, this is a big literary hub, and one of the ways that they sort of celebrate all of the artists that are from here is, oh, I'm talking very loud. One of the ways they celebrate all the artists is by these really cool tiles on the side of quite a few buildings. Here, I'll get up to them and touch them. They're all 3D, so like they're, I don't know how to explain that, but they're not flat. They're not tiles. They are they are they have little holes in them, and you can feel the different edges and whatnot, which I think is really cool. You know, they're not ceramic. They are stone. Um, a couple of them have different colors on them, but they're the street signs that we saw earlier were ceramics, though, which was really cool. I do apologize that we are going over just by a couple minutes. I have one more thing to show you. It has been such a treat to have you all with me today. I'm gonna scooch on to that very last one so that I can keep you on a schedule here. Someone asked, do I celebrate Easter? I do not personally, but Spain definitely does. 70% of the folks here are Catholic. So it is a large holiday here. I expected it to be perhaps not as widely celebrated, but oh, was I wrong? So as you can see here, this is the G for Gandia, and then this is the bridge of the celebration or the feria, which is there's a theme park on the other end here, and I am just headed to show you the Roman bridge. This is just a piece of art that is here, which of course is very beautiful. But we are headed to see the Roman bridge of the Oliva, which is it was a bridge that was built in 1310, which I just think is amazing. You all know that I love old things, but I just think this is amazing. So I am so thrilled that all of you are sticking with me to see this last bridge here, this last item I have for you. I am giving quite a few tours in the next 2 months. I am a travel fanatic, so I work from home, and my husband stays home to watch the cats, and then I can travel all around. And I am headed to Saint-Terre in June. I am headed to Malta next month, to the north of Spain in 2 weeks, to Tenerife in May. Also, I will have a lot of these tours posted in the next few weeks. Oh, thank you so much, Tish, for putting my link there. Oh, you guys are awesome. I've got about 25 things in my hands, so that's really helpful to put that there. But yes, I am going to Cullera next week, which has these crazy Roman walls. But let's talk first about this, which is our last thing that we're looking at. So, that is part of our tour today, shall I say. So this is the Roman bridge of Oliva, rather, and it connects the two parts of the city. So this part is the area that has the theme park, and then of course we're standing on the side that has Old Town, and it was built in 1310. And originally, you can see these. Where's my finger? There it is. You can see the four little archways here. Originally, there were six archways, and it went all the way back here, where I'm pointing, sort of. And as the city has expanded, we've sort of covered those archways. But I think it's really interesting how different the heights are. And I know it's a little hard to see. I'll zoom in for you. Okay. It's a little bit hard to see. There we go. This is, oops, This is a measuring. I mean, it's probably just paint, but to me, it's a measuring stick, and it tells you how many meters high the water is. Which, as you can see, the water is very low right now, but it does get to be very, very high. This is the Serpinas River, and it opens to about 8 or 9 different big cities in this part of Spain. Gandia is the second biggest uh, city, I guess, of importance, but also in population in this area right after Valencia. So there are about 200,000 people here, and it is mostly young families, I have to say. Someone says nice nails. Oh, thank you. I do them myself. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming. Oh, here, I'll turn around and give you the view. Here we go. This is how I wanted to start the tour, but we were inside the castle, or the palace. So I figured, okay, well, I can give you this one at the end. All right. Well, thank you so much, all of you, for coming. If you have questions or comments, do post them now. Wonderful tour, stunning sights. I've traveled in Spain, hadn't heard of Gandia. It's amazing. I know. Thanks, Kelsey. Great to meet you. Looking forward to more tours with you. Oh, thank you. You all are so nice. Oh my goodness. A wonderful tour. Many thanks following me now. Oh, and thank you. Thank you for your tips. This is all so nice. You're such a nice chatty bunch. I love it. Wonderful. Thank you all so much. Lovely meeting you, Kelsey. You're a great addition to Hago. Oh, well, I am so thrilled to be here. As always, do check my page that Tish posted earlier for my next tours. The next one is next Saturday. I believe I have one on Sunday as well. Do check those dates. And do join me in Bilbao and Santander at the end of April, and then in Malta and Tenerife in May, and then I'm also headed up to Santiago de Compostela and A Coruña in northern Spain in June, as well as an 8-day tour. So I'm going to give tours every day that I'm there in Italy, and we are headed to let's see, I just went to Bari and the south of Italy, so we're headed to Sancter, where we will see I believe 4 of the 5 cities, as well as Florence and Lucca and Pisa. I tend to bring you all inside with me somewhere, so I hope you enjoy seeing the insides of these cool things, because otherwise I feel like you can kind of look on Google. So thank you all so much for coming. I can't wait to see you all next time. I'm excited to see more of Spain with you. Hey, me too. This is so much fun. You lead, we will follow. It'll be fun. Oh, you guys are so nice. I'm sure my parents are in this tour going, hey, wait a minute. We're the cool ones. I love you guys, Mom and Dad. Love that you're touring later hours for West Coast time zones. Great job, Kelsey. Thanks for this excellent tour. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. That's all so nice. Yes, in terms of West Coast hours, I do try and make these later because I know that there are quite a few people in the States who watch these as well. So I want to make sure you all are awake. All right, thank you so much. Yes, feel free to follow me. I haven't put out all of the tours yet, so if you do follow me, you'll then be notified when the new tours come out. So I look forward to seeing you soon. My train is in about 15 minutes, so I have to go. All right, thank you all so much. It was so great to meet all of you, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you so much. See you next time. Goodbye. Thank you. See you soon.